Hello, good people of the internet. Today I thought I'd play another game of 20 Minutes Till Dawn, because last time someone in the comments mentioned that the character that I hadn't actually unlocked yet was quite fun to play with. So I do have enough runes to do so. So Dasher, in fact, I've got also these characters which I haven't unlocked because of having not played through the Temple or Pumpkin Patch. But let's... there we go. Unlock Dasher. And so we're going to play with Dasher. In fact, let's go back and see what she does. So every 10 seconds, she temporarily transforms into a deer. While in deer form, you are invincible and deal 100 damage to enemies you run over. Deer form's damage is increased by summon damage and move speed. Okay, so we want, if we're going to try and synergize with those things, to have summons and movement. So what goes with summons? I mean, Batgun is summon. Or, movement as well. We could go Magic Bow just to see something different. Or the Watering Gun. Is that new? Well, I've got other things I can unlock here as well. So what does the Watering Gun do? Summon a Spore Flower that deals 40 damage. After shooting Spore Flower 5 times, it launches 7 spores towards nearby enemies. And it is a summon, so maybe we should go with that. And these ones, Salvo Knife, track enemies as you move. Your shot simultaneously shoot towards every tracked enemy as you move. So that could be good for tracking occurs more often the faster you move. Okay, so both of those go for lots of movement things. Let's go with the movement one. And we're just going to play standard mode. We're going to keep playing on Darkness 10, given it's the first time we played this. And again, let's play on the forest. Because why not? First time I'm playing this character. So yes, you can see it's tracking, which is interesting. I don't know how powerful this is. Oh. And there we go. Into deer form. Does it give us a warning when we're about to come out of deer form? I don't know. So we want movement as key for our current gun. So are any of these movement related? Pickup range. Does that have movement in here? No. But we're shooting things far away, so we could go with that. For now, we're just going to take aim, because we don't actually have aiming, so it won't actually impact us. Okay, so yeah, there is a bit of flashing, and also it makes the enemies get pushed away a bit. Okay, so the gun is doing 20 damage at the moment. I mean, she does a lot of damage when running into things. And yeah, okay. Flashing means probably you should stop. So arrow magic, does that, has some movement thing. So arrow might be a good thing to do. Or we could just get haste. Haste probably makes the most sense. So let's go with that. I don't know if there's a maximum number of enemies it will target. Yeah, that is doing super damage. I suppose 12, because that's the number of bullets I have in the gun itself. Okay. So again, we could start going summon damage, but I feel like the actual Dasher deer thing does enough damage as it is. In which case, let's go down arrow magic, because there is some move speed in there as well. And can you shoot? You can't shoot when you're in your deer form. Okay. Okay, so now we can get the Windborn, which will actually use the move speed as part of the gale damage. And also increase movement speed anyway, so that's probably the one to go for. Although I do like double shot, which will be interesting with this one because it's tracked. I don't know how that works. Anyway, we'll run into all these enemies. And yes, what happens if you run into a tree? Not much. Because, you know, you're invincible, so why would anything happen? Right, next upgrade. Lightning, magnetism, ghosts, or dark arts. Dark arts doesn't... Cursing doesn't have anything... No. It's about bullet damage as well. Probably not that one. Just go with the range or the summon. Let's go... I think we're fine with pickup range because we have the dasher ability every 10 seconds. I mean, yeah, so we're going to be running around a lot. Let's get the ghost. Friendly little ghost. And the damage on this gun is now doing a huge amount. Oh yeah, I have to run into things. Because I increased my move speed. Presumably. Or like... Or is it only increased when you're moving? It's doing 40 damage when I... Does it increase by the number of targets, active targets you have? Maybe. Okay. Walk speed, which we don't really need, but it will help us maybe get to the next one, which increases bullet damage. Or piercing. Could be useful later on. Or dodge. Let's go with the movement one, because we want to unlock the movement things. It still seems a bit weird to me to be running towards enemies. Because, you know, normally you avoid that. Summon attack speed we could increase, and then improving summons, well, attack speed mostly, but their abilities as well. Could get a scythe. Do you have anything that increases... Oh, it does actually increase movement speed as well. Okay, so scythe would be good. And we have the first boss. Oh yes, run, and if you run into the boss... Well, it kind of doesn't count as a charge the whole time. When in deer form, automatically shoot out snowballs that deal 25% of your deer form's damage. Take it? Sure. I mean, we didn't start with a lot of HP, so maybe HP is a good thing to go for. Or we can just assume that we're not going to need it. Or the soul heart route. Gale damage increased. And if we go down... Well, that's the tip of that tree, so don't really need that one. I mean, we could get that. Let's go with soul hearts. Because, as I say, we haven't got a lot of... And maybe we don't need it. But equally, those snowballs... Extremely powerful. I find myself running towards the enemies, even though I'm not in the deer mode. Okay, next up. Move speed increased is probably what we want. That is... And it inflicts burn as well. Let's go with that. Who would have thought being invincible is a good way to not die in this game? So every 10 seconds is quite frequent. Definitely a boost. I mean, I find that I don't even have to do a lot of shooting. It's just that comes around that quickly. So the scythe, this is the other side of the scythe tree, which is about curse. Or we could improve our ghost friend. I don't think we need reload rate or fire rate because we're kind of doing that all the time. Let's get another ghost friend, or not another, but improve our current one. Are these snowballs tracking the enemies? Right. Right, and now we can just charge the boss. Can I run out of this area? No. But, you know, good to at least try it. I should probably try and focus on the boss. What happens if he runs and charges into me? Well, I guess I didn't really give it the chance to. So we have a choice of two tomes. Electro. Reload rate, don't really need. And lost ammo is about lightning. Might increases HP. All damage by 2 for each max HP that you have. It's not actually too much. And rage increases fire rate, spread, reduces bullet damage. Also increases your max ammo. I'm interested to see how that plays with this one. It could completely ruin this gun. Because I don't know if it's... I haven't quite worked out if it's linked to the number of targets you have, if it's linked to the number of your max HP. We don't really need fire rate or spread or anything. So maybe this is a terrible idea. But let's choose it just to see what it does. Oh yes, we're in deer mode. Yes, it has completely ruined the gun. Maybe not completely ruined, but it's now doing a lot less damage. I don't think I've killed this boss so early that it, you know, leaves me trapped in this thing for a long time. We can burn... Well, things might be getting burned anyway. The reload rate... Well, we have lots of bullets now. I think I want to get bullet damage again. Or even though that decreases it, increase the number of projectiles. Let's see if that has an impact on this gun. And as soon as I get to like 36 enemies targeted, I turn into a deer. Right, I also ran into something, so I've lost my holy shield. And almost ran into something again. probably should stop doing that. Bullet damage plus 40%. Yeah, that's probably the one we're going to go for. After shooting your last ammo, smite a nearby enemies for 20 damage. Also potentially good. Just tell me what the other ones are here. Extra 10 damage for every HP you currently have. 500 enemies killed heals you. Okay. Yeah, let's go power shot. See if we can do a bit more damage. Not that it really matters because we turned into a deer, and that means that we're super invincible. So there's now starting to be enough enemies on the screen that it's starting to become a problem for this gun, which isn't doing a lot of shooting. Starting, it's not entirely. So it's a case of surviving until you hit the deer stage of life. Summon 2 magic spears that deal 20 damage, and then what other things? Extra damage for max HP, 15 damage every time you gain a soul heart. Which I am doing. So, I mean, I have soul hearts, so that could go well with that. Big shot doing more bullet damage. Could be interesting. I know my bullet damage is linked to summoner movement, but I feel like I ruined my bullet damage a tiny bit. Not that it really matters when you turn into a deer again. So what are we at? 12 minutes on the clock. Well, 12 minutes 18. Bullet speed and piercing. It's an option. Glare. I mean, I am running around enemies. Does glare also have movement things? No, it's more about vision range. We're ignoring things like electricity and burn and freeze on this run. Well, apparently so. The penetration could be interesting. There is bullet speed and damage on the other side, which we've already gotten into this tree. Killing enemies below 20% is also quite useful. Go on, let's have that then. I think it's the best one of those options, but not necessarily the best options. Also, these eyeball things, which shoot, don't appear to die in one hit of the dasher, which is a bit annoying because they are the most annoying ones. And this is maybe going to be a part where we're going to be struggling. Yeah, we need to improve the gun. We need to do something to help us live. Magic Scythe. Inflicting Curse. We're kind of ignored Curse, haven't we? 2 Magic Spears. Let's go with Magic Spears then. Let's kill as many of these as possible. Right, and then get into some space. So I was waiting until I heard the popping stop, which is the targeting thing, but I don't know if it stops when you get to the max ammo, or if it's just going to target forevermore. I don't know if I'm actually shooting the last bullet, so we'll ignore that for now. Ghost Friend to inflict burn damage could be useful. Magnetism. Let's go with the Ghost. Just run away. You can see the spears flying around. Okay, so we've lost a soul heart. And we have lost another soul heart. As I say, it's not going well. So we can have bullet damage, we can have piercing. Bullets additionally pierce killed enemies. Okay. 500 enemy killed by someone drops a soul heart could be useful. Bullet damage and move speed increasing every 10 seconds is good. The problem is when it resets. That's probably the one which goes most with what we're playing. Right, just move into space. Move into space. Until you become a deer, just move into space and then mow them all down. Way too late to play the dragon. The scythe. Yeah, I mean, it's not really the one we want. I'd rather have that one. I think we already have that one. Mastery. Damage is increased by bonuses to bullet damage would be good. Well, we could start inflicting curse. Or we could just increase our gale damage. Go on, let's start inflicting curse. Right, so we just hit the 10-minute mark. Is there another boss? Oh no, it's the start of the slightly chunkier guys. Which is maybe a good thing, because we were struggling to deal with the quantity of enemies, not necessarily the strength of them. Because we just wait a few seconds and then turn into a deer and kill them with our strength. It's a question of can we escape them. And we have our holy shield back now as well, which is a good thing. And the longer we spend without getting hit, the longer we... well, the more we get a boost to our movement. And bullet damage. That was the last thing we got, wasn't it? But yes, maybe Dasher is struggling to kill those things, and now we're in a tight bind. Okay, we need to escape. Take the hit for a soul heart. It's, yeah, not able to kill these things. Hitting level 20 means we get our evolution. Maxed ammo, plus 999. And then move speed 50%. The move speed I like. The ammo I'm not so sure about. Trick knife. Bullet bounce +1. Bullet pierce is converted to bounce. Or the wind knife. Move speed plus 30%. Salvo knives damage is increased by bonuses to move speed. Well, we're trying to increase our move speed. Is salvo knives the name of the one we have? Anyway, I think that's the one to go for. Okay, and there's also this boss to contend with. Which maybe I shouldn't be focusing too much on during the deer stuff. But I will go find him, seek him out every now and again. It's like playing football with yourself. And all the bubble noises as well is the targeting thing of the knife. So it's targeting a lot quicker. I need to be moving for it to target, remember. Did I just lose my holy shield, or... Yes, because I'm also a bit slower now. Or maybe I didn't just lose it, I don't know. Because I've got it back already, so... Right. I mean, I have run into this boss a few times now. How many more? There's getting to be too many enemies on the screen, and just gonna have to push my way through them. Too many to even do good damage to. Did I kill that boss? I did. Okay, what's it given us? Nature's Bleeding. Character size plus 50%. Move speed plus 30%. Summon damage plus 30%. All good things, except for the character size I'm not too sure about. I mean, it's good when you're doing the running as a deer, but not in this normal shooting bit of the game. Okay, and an upgrade. Enemies explosion 3 bullets when killed is a good one. Do you like that? Reaper rounds. Additionally, pierce killed enemies, also good. Gain a soul heart, increase max limit of soul hearts by +2. I mean, I like all 3 of those. Lightning we're ignoring. Could do with a soul heart. Or the damage. Defense or offense. Or just, you know, different type of damage. Splinter, I think, is useful. You know, if you don't run into trees and stuff. I don't know if I'm getting stuck on trees or just enemies. Or maybe both. I mean, considering it's the first time I'm playing as this character and this gun, I think it's going relatively well. You know, we're almost at 5 minutes. I'm not sure we're going to be alive for that much longer, because this is where the enemies, number of enemies tends to ramp up. If you can survive to like the 3-minute marker, that's generally a good sign. But the next 2 minutes are going to be a big test. Okay, so we got our next boss. Summon damage plus 30%. Yes, I think because that improves our dasher damage. Let's go with that. Again, we're confined into this area. We can, with our dasher, we can push the thing out. So it will stay far away for like the 10 seconds that we are, you know, a human. And then when we turn into the deer, then we can push it back outside of the square. Okay, maybe not. Hasn't worked out this time. Just need to kill as many things as possible. Okay, so we got both bosses here at the same time. I need to be moving. This is not good. And we're dead. Well, it was a valiant effort. Probably it was the bit where I chose to increase the max ammo. I think that had an effect. I'm not even 100% sure if it did. But yeah, a fun character for sure. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you want to see more of this, I mean, particularly this game, then leave a like. And if it gets, you know, like 10 likes, then I'll create another video of 20 minutes till dawn. If you haven't seen the other videos of 20 minutes till dawn, check those out where I explain a bit more about the game. If you want to see more content, then please subscribe, and I want you to have a great day wherever it is you are. Thanks.